Hey, welcome back to Fire and Water Cooking. I am Darren, and today I'm going to do something I know I've never done before on this channel, and it's going to be some American lamb, a butterflied American lamb leg. We're going to turn it into lamb kebabs, and we're going to use the sous vide, and we're going to finish it off on the El Fuego trio using charcoal and wood. So I'll be back to show you what I'm going to do.
Smoking, grilling, getting hot and hotter, sous vide and chilling from fire and water.
All right, guys, so this recipe is a little bit more simpler than it sounds, but I've got some of this American lamb, butterflied lamb leg, but it's American lamb, which I like American lamb way better than imported lamb. The reason why is American lamb is kind of grain finished like American cattle is. It's not 100% grass-fed. 100% grass-fed lamb just has that bitter, nasty taste to it, aftertaste to it to me. I really prefer it to having a nice, clean flavor, and that's what you get when they do the grain finish at American lamb. They don't do that anywhere else. It's why I don't prefer 100% grass-fed beef, because it's got that bitter, grassy taste to it. But grass-fed, but grain-finished lamb, it's really good. So all I'm going to do is trim this up a little bit. There's a little bit of fat cap on here. I'm going to trim this up, and we're going to cut it into cubes. And then we're going to sous vide it for about 5 hours at 145 degrees. And then we're going to finish it up, get it on some charcoal and wood on the El Fuego. It won't take long at all on there. All right, let me get this open. I'll show you how I'm going to trim it up. All right, guys, so like I said, I'm going to actually trim it, and I'm going to cube it before I put it in the sous vide bag, because I'm going to season this up, and I want the seasoning to get everywhere. Try to capture that fluid into the trash can so I don't make a huge mess on my patio here. But like I said, this is American lamb. It's really hard to find. Like I said, Wild Fork has some cuts, and this just happened to be one of them. They have some chops as well, but this is butterflied leg of lamb. And like I said, I'm going to trim off some of this fat before I cube it up, because I really don't need all this fat. As you can cut as much or as little off of this as you want to, but make sure you get some of that silver skin and any sinew that you see on here, because it's not really going to render or be tender. And that's it. We're just going to cube it up. I'm going to do about 1-inch cubes here. Could be a little less, could be a little more. Because we're going to put them on a kebab stick. Two there. And that's it. I mean, we're just going to cube them up just like this. We're going to toss them in this bowl. And I'm using a Greek seasoning. This is from Fresh Jack's. And I make up my own as well, but I just happen to have this sitting around. It's got the different herbs, a lot of herbs and garlic and salt, pepper, of course, and some spearmint in there and some citrus as well. But that's all we're going to do, guys. Just kind of trim these up, cut them into cubes, and then we're going to put them in the bag. So let me go ahead and finish cutting these up, and I'll be back showing you how I'm going to season them up and bag them. All right, guys, this part is super easy. We're just going to take the cubes, put them in a bowl, and cover them with this seasoning, and just mix them up really good. Make sure we get it covered all the way. And then we're going to go ahead and put it in our sous vide bag, and we're just going to make sure it's just one layer of meat. All right, guys, you see my sous vide bath is coming up to temperature. It's rated about 123 right now. So I said 145 is what we're going to start, what it's going to cook at. And a lot of people are going to ask me, why would you sous vide something you can just grill? Well, lamb, even especially lamb leg like this, is not very tender. So we're going to sous vide, slowly cook this sous vide for 5 hours. It's going to actually tenderize this meat while also dry brining or brining it at the same time, because that salt's going to penetrate while it's slow cooking. and I can just walk away from it. I don't have to sit here and watch it every 5 minutes or anything. I just drop this in the bath. Right now it's about 11:30 in the morning. This is going to be ready for dinner. All I got to do when I want to get this finished off, take this out of the sous vide bath and then just get a nice fire going and just grill it off. And it's going to be super tender, super flavorful, and ready to go. And since I'm cooking it at 145, I'm cooking it just over medium. It's like a medium well. And it's going to retain a lot more moisture than if it would if I were just grilling it or slow cooking it, trying to get it tenderized in a smoker. So that's one of the main benefits of using the cooking method of sous vide, especially when you're cooking meats like this. You're going to retain moisture in the meat. You take a nice slow cook is going to let the salts penetrate and brine, and it's going to tenderize it. All three of those are going to make this where it's going to be a super fantastic product when we're done. All we're doing when we get done is hitting it, touching it to the flame, getting a nice char on it, and it's going to be perfect. So let me drop this in. I can put this in even though it's not up to temp yet, because it's almost there. It's at 128 degrees. Doesn't have much longer to go to when it's 145. When it hits 145, the timer will count down, and it'll be right about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and we can take it out and do a quick sear, finish it up on the Lone Star Grill's El Fuego Trio. I'll be back, guys. All right, guys, it's about 20 minutes. My meat will be done, so I'm going to go ahead and light this single bed of charcoal with my grill gun. It's going to make it so it's done and ready to go in about 5 minutes or so. And that's what I love about the grill gun. And we're going to move this rack up when we need it. The fire's going pretty good already, guys. It's been about 5 or 6 minutes, and it's still going good. I'm going to go ahead. I didn't tell you this before, but I'm going to put some of these pecan shells. I got them from the same place that sells the pecan shell pellets. So I'm going to put some of these on for smoke right on top of those coals. And I'm going to put a couple handfuls on there just so we can get a good... These aren't going to be on for very long, so we're not going to really low and slow smoke them. We're just going to get some nice quick smoke flavor to them. And these pecan shells are actually really smoky. So it's going to toss them right on the fire there. And these, the good thing about these is they'll fall down between the cracks in between the coals and kind of spread out some. That should be good. Go ahead and get this closed back up. And we'll let that sit for a couple minutes while we're getting our kebabs put together. I'll be back. Hi guys, so I got my bag of meat out, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to see how it looks right here. Got some of those juices in there. I'm going to go ahead and open this up, and I'm going to dump it in the bowl here, and I got some paper towels in there that are going to absorb a lot of this moisture. I'm going to drain the bag a little bit too before we open up the top, because since I'm searing this off, I want to dry off a lot of that moisture so I can get a really good sear on this meat. I'm going to drain some of that out of the bag. And then we'll go ahead and dump this right into the bowl here with the paper towels in it. I'll grab a couple more, and we're just gonna kind of dry it off some, get a lot of that moisture off of there. So they sear up better. That should be good. And then we got a bunch of that seasoning on there still, but I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in here. It's going to help with that sear as well. Not a ton, just enough to kind of coat it. And I'm going to put just a little bit more of this in here. Just kind of toss it in. And then we're just going to skewer them up. Push them all the way through. I'm just using some bamboo skewers here. That's a pretty big chunk right here. Try to make them as even as possible. Although I'll probably give myself a couple more, because I usually eat more than my wife and daughter. Just remember, guys, we're just searing these because they're already fully cooked. That should be good. Well, there you have it, guys. That's what they look like. We're going to go ahead and put them on this pan. And we're going to go stick them right on the grill. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and put my grate up. Not all the way to the top, because that's a pretty hot fire. So I don't think it's going to take very long to get these seared. But I am going to put these right on there. If I think it's taking a little too long, I will move them up. Move it up one more ratchet here. But I am going to close the lid just a little bit here for a bit, and I'll see you in a couple minutes. Boy, guys, as soon as that fat started to render and feed the flame, it didn't take long at all to get this thing going to create a nice sear, that's for sure. Check that out, looking pretty good. It's really why I love this grill, guys. It's so flexible. You can do so much with this grill. And it doesn't take long at all to get this flame going. This smells absolutely fantastic, just so you guys know. Well, there you have them, guys. Look at those nice, perfect lamb kebabs using that Wild Fork American lamb leg. Butterfly, so it made it easier to cut up. Oh my goodness. Smells like heaven too, guys. It's really good. Wow. Gonna go get some tzatziki sauce and some rice and some asparagus, and we're gonna eat these up. And cooking them for that 5 hours in sous vide tendered it up so it's not really chewy. Really good, guys. Thanks for watching. Follow us on Facebook. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Check out the El Fuego Trio. Check out Fire and Water Cooking Edible Creations down below, and check out Wild Fork. You get some money off if you order through my link down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.